in a sense, it doesn't really matter too much about, yes, it's someone who wants some help with something, or they might say, you know, everything around this consumer, because perhaps they're in the inpatient unit, is about this person's personal hygiene, you know, in the old historic way of we need to help people with their ADLs and they need to have a shower every day, and that's not recovery. This is about, does the consumer want to have a shower every day? And if it's something that's becoming a risk for someone, they might bring that, or how do I help this person with their personal care, but, you know, within the realms of what they want to do and what they feel is appropriate for them, but also we have a duty of care also to make sure that that person doesn't suffer physically because of their personal care, for example. So sometimes it might be a question like, well, what do I do? How do I go? How do we take the focus away from everything being about this person having a shower every day to, you know, lots of other things that that person may need to achieve and want to achieve within their life, and that might not be that important for them.
Sure.
You know, or it could be something very practical. Sometimes it's about family, or particularly, you know, consumers maybe who've lost contact with the family, or the relationships have broken down, and, you know, how do I help this person to re-engage with the family? And it's amazing the number of ideas that come out, and we always say no idea is a bad idea, and you just throw it out there, and that's the fantastic thing about the process, because even if you say something really wacky that you think's really, you know, often that's the thing that's actually strikes a chord with someone. And it might be the thing that actually really helps the consumer. But nobody's allowed to say, oh, for God's sake, that's stupid, what are you talking about, you know? Or, oh, no, we did that. Do you know this person's 60? Like, how are they going to do that? You know, none of that is allowed, because it's completely strengths focused, and we talk about the positive. We don't talk about diagnosis. We don't talk about symptoms.